That is name's Bliss, and this is Roger on Affinity Extra, heading into AX now. Right, so we're in a season, you know, I try to talk about current affairs here on this show, and guys, on a real, we're in a really awkward season creatively and expressively, yeah, and it's really a season. Oh, okay, sorry. It's a season where I feel like, you know, we do this show called Ideologies, myself and Mr. Mark G, and we do have different opinions, and I think that's great. That doesn't mean that anybody's greater or less a Christian, but also I feel that we're in a season where I do feel that the world worldview is so entwined within our faith. It is crazy, but we'll get to that. I think I might get to a point like that because I've been watching a few shows. But anyway, something that came up, there's a pro-Israel, this writer was saying that, you know, if you just, you know, this Israel if you're pro-Israel, if you're pro-Palestine, whichever side you pick, in the creative world, he's saying that if you're pro-Israel, you get treated like a Nazi, and this is quite concerning. And it's very true. There seems to be such a divide. It's almost you got to pick which side you're on. You can't just be in the community together, and that starts civil war. That starts distrust between man. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether I'm pro-Israel or pro-Palestine, that doesn't make me any lesser or greater Christian. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we are almost scared right now to say which side we're on. I know Christians, for me, sometimes have the right side for the wrong reasons. You know, that's what I've seen in the past. And when you listen to the reasoning, you're like, really? You know, this is not me talking about which side you should pick. This is me just saying, especially in the creative world and the podcasting world, it's almost you're going to get belittled for having an opinion. Now, it has been documented when Israel started the attack. My complaint was the fact that when does the death on the Palestinian side stop? When do we stop? Do we just carry on, pretend like nothing happened, where people are dying? And that was my issue. Is there's better ways? For some sort of reason, there's a peace treaty. People say it's connected to Donald Trump or whatever. Other people take up sides, but it's just concerning in the creative world how we've been very polar up. We're not comfortable in our own skin around other people. And this creative, what's his name again? Sorry, David Ireland wrote a piece saying it's almost impossible now to, without being counselled, to be pro-Israeli. Is that good? And I think that really, and pro-Israeli would be almost connected to pro-nationalism. So it's like, it is really a tough one, guys. And I think that even if I disagree with you, if you're pro-Israel, listen, guys, I disagree with a lot of Christians, a lot of people out there, whether Christian, non-Christians. Yeah, that doesn't mean that I'm a lesser or greater or whatever Christian than you, or whichever way. I'm a better human being than you, far from it. But it's just sad to see how much this, I'm not saying action, that's been taken by Israel. For the first time in my life, I've seen differences between Palestine and Israel. There's always been wars and incursions there. but has it really affected the world like this one, just that what just happened? No. So we're in scary times, people. And what I will say is, I can't say to you to be free with your views and be pro-Israel, because as a Christian world, the only people we can hide behind is the Charlie Kirk type people, far right people. That's how we have to hide around. And it's, can you be left and pro-Israel? Man, listen. Keep an eye on our show on Affinity Extra called Ideologies. Check that out. We have uncomfortable conversation where we explore both sides of the spectrum, and this is important. And this is what I'm saying to people with our spaces. We need to have these conversations, because if people are just in creatives are struggling to say be pro-Israel and fear the fear of being cancelled and treated like somebody evil, what is it for a Christian in our Christian spaces to be pro-Palestinian? If you're pro-Palestinian in our Christian spaces, you get cancelled as well in our spaces. Yeah, Roger, you said that. You said that. You can't be pro-Palestinian because you're going to hold back God from his will. Ooh. So guys, it's a great question. A question that myself I'm going to take up with Mr. Mark G. And we know we're both, again, being cancelling people. But interesting times that we're leading to. But we hope and pray that things will settle down in Israel and things will calm down. We'll come to a great settlement where people can live in the promised land. Whether you're Jewish, Christian, Muslim, or atheist, people should be able to live in that land. And I always say that the truth shine wherever you shine from. The greatest will the shine of Christ will Christ. Well, I believe it's going to be Christ, but whoever shines the greatest, whatever's the greatest attraction will go attract the people. Just me, but whoever serving the true and living God, and I believe that's those guys. But you know me, trust me, will shine in that country. But going back to it, being pro-Israel in the creative world is a struggle. Being pro-Palestinian in the Christian world is a struggle as well. Wow, what a conclusion. But anyway, we're going to keep talking about this, and we're not going to be scared of dealing with this on Affinity Extra. A tough conversation, but I believe we need to have. This is Roger here on Affinity Extra. Blessings.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more.